What is up, you guys? Welcome to today's video. So for today we're going to be discussing some nuclear drama that's been going on. So we have a situation in which we, the players of Genshin Impact the Travelers, have made CEO WEI cry. So we're going to go ahead and react to this. We're going to go ahead and see what exactly happened during this presentation or this speech. And we're going to see what was said, give some talking points if there are any. But let's go ahead and get into this. Hey travelers, it's your old friend WEI. I'll go ahead and read it for us as it plays. I'll lower the volume since it's, in a different language, and I'll go ahead and read the subtitles for us. Today I told the staff at the FES I was only going to have a look here. I would secretly come and go. But when I came and saw all of you travelers, I couldn't stop myself from watching the Natlan stream until the end. So I secretly... Before the stream, I secretly entered this venue and sat in the corner at the very back, probably to see what was going on. Then I watched the 5.0 Natlan special program with everyone. Actually, most of the things I wanted to say to everyone had already been said in the program. So here's, I guess, where he gets emotional. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be, okay, let me collect myself. Sorry, I shouldn't be laughing. This is a serious matter. He's wiping his tears with millions of dollars. Let's go. Okay. Stop. Okay, chill. Over the past year, both the Genshin team and I have experienced a lot of anxiety and confusion. Understandably so, they've been having a lot going on. It's because last year we truly felt like we went through some really hard times. We heard a lot of noise with feedback. Some noises were really sharp and caused our entire project team to feel really useless. Now, I do understand the sentiment of feeling bad because people are hating on the game, but at the same time, a lot of it is constructive criticism of people being upset about the game's current state, and the fact that over the past 5 years, it hasn't really changed much from beginning to now, whereas Star Rail and all these other games, especially with the sudden influx of new gachas coming out, not just by Hoyo, but by other companies as well, we have Kuro Games, it makes it seem like they kind of put Genshin on the back burner, which is probably what caused a lot of this feedback, which could be seen as bad for them. So I just wanted to point that out. I'm sorry. Okay, stop. No laughing. Some people felt that our project team was really arrogant, saying that they don't listen to anything. It's like what Aquarius said, we're actually the same as everyone. We are also gamers. We all feel things, all people feel too. Understand that. I definitely understand that nobody deserves to be getting hate, but at the same time, if you're getting constructive feedback about the game's current state, I don't think it's something for you to feel bad or to take personal as a personal attack. I think it's something for you to take in and better the game rather than cry about it. I'm sorry, that sounds really harsh. I don't mean it in that way, but you know what I mean. Like, it's something for you guys to take the constructive feedback and be like, okay, you know what, we've heard the voices, now let's go ahead and make the game better. We simply heard too much criticism. We needed to calm down and discern the true voices of the travelers. Okay. So at the start of this year, when the entire project team was feeling really lost, we decided to return to the place we started from. Now, he did mention something about listening to the actual travelers and discerning who are the actual travelers. I don't think the constructive criticism isn't just coming from people who play the game. It is definitely coming from people who don't play the game for sure. So I understand that sentiment, but at the same time, you can't assume everybody who's giving you bad or constructive feedback isn't a real traveler. A lot of us still play the game, and a lot of us stop playing the game because of the way that they have been acting, especially in terms of anniversary rewards. Many of us kind of had enough, so we just stopped playing, but we still, tune in to see the progress of the game because we want to see if there's anything we can come back to or look forward to. yeah, we're not still into that, but that doesn't mean we're less traveler or anything like that than anybody else. I don't think just because you still play it day to day, that means you're more of a traveler than anybody. And I think it's a situation where they should definitely be listening to feedback rather than trying to earn like pity for it. But that's just my opinion. When we first started Genshin in 2019, we also faced these difficult times. Yeah, it was a difficult time back then with Corona. So what encouraged us to continue, it was all of you travelers around the world. Some travelers also supported us from the start. It was only because of those positive sounds that we could continue until today. I was there since day one, rolled on Venti. So around the start of the year, when we didn't know how to face the future, the Genshin team and I decided to visit our beloved travelers from around the world. We traveled to many locations, including cities I had never been to before. Some from China, some from around the world, many of the travelers. When I interacted with all the travelers, it was very cute. It's because I was wearing a hat and a mask, so he was trying to hide himself. There was one time in Hubei, Xiangjiang, where I met a traveler in an elevator who asked, "Are you the Wei?" We then told him he was mistaken. A member of the team had explained for a long time that he got the wrong person. He does stand out. It's probably really hard to be like, no, this isn't the Wei, this is someone else. Then we sat down and talked for 2 hours or so. He talked about how he and his girlfriend met during COVID and started playing Genshin. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, when COVID happened, it was like the beginning of lockdown. It was my last year of high school. And because of that, I was like, what do I do with my free time now? Like, instead of going to school, I'm just locked at home doing virtual classes. So me and my friend got into Genshin. It was our first gacha and it had just come out. It was the day it released. So we tried it and we were like, oh, this is actually a pretty good game. This is so cool. Like, and that's where it all started from. But like I said, playing since day one, I do definitely understand the sentiment, but let's go ahead and continue. I finished listening to their story. Along the way, we listened to many similar stories. We heard how some travelers started playing Genshin also during COVID, because dorm mates forced them to play Genshin. My friend, I heard all sorts of sounds and felt everyone's love for Genshin, and also heard the troubles some people experience, along with the reasons for why some people haven't returned to the continent up to that, which it's good that he's listening to this kind of feedback and, you know, hearing it. As someone who hasn't played since Fontaine, it has been a while since I've played Genshin, but that doesn't mean that I don't like the game. I really do like Genshin and I wish they would make better updates. It's just, it feels like in terms of quality of life, they're always lacking in every update. When it comes to an update, it's not really ever anything new, and then the updates are very prolonged just for like the very minimal to be added. Like, they'll just add an Archon quest and that's it. Apart from that, world exploration does not give many goals. So listening to all the sounds of the travelers' feedback gave us all a great deal of encouragement. That's why after returning, I had many meetings with the team. And after many meetings, we reached a consensus. The only thing that cannot be changed for Genshin is the journey we'll experience with our travelers. Everything else can be changed, exactly. That's why you saw so many changes in the Natlin stream. It doesn't matter whether it's game content, in-game benefits, or game improvements. We think as long as travelers are happy, we can change anything. Because even if travelers start to dislike Genshin, then what is the point of our actions? That's why after talking with a lot of travelers in the first half of this year, we were all deeply encouraged. We also felt that we now had the courage and determination to continue going forward. That's why today, near the end of the stream, as I stood at the corner looking at all the travelers, I uncharacteristically started crying. I hope there you go. When we first started making Genshin, we hoped we could journey alongside travelers and explore Teyvat. I know that in the future we may still be lacking in some parts. I also know even today we still can't meet with everyone's expectations. But after the anxiety and confusion the team and I experienced over the past year, I feel we also received a lot of courage and trust from travelers. From now on, after I leave the stage, I hope that the entire Genshin team, along with all the Genshin players, can stop weighing on their past and wholeheartedly create the best experience for the travelers. So at the end of today's FES, I will still want to shout with all the travelers here today. Their catchphrase. See you in Natlan, travelers. I'm gonna hold my final thoughts until right after he's finished. Can I say travelers and you say see you in Natlan? Okay, he's pretty much done. So we'll go ahead and discuss now our thoughts. So as I was stating though, I definitely do think it's a step in the right direction, the Natlan stream. But once again, it does kind of sometimes feel like a slap in the face, which is why I think they got so many negative voices. It's been 5 years and it's taken them 5 whole years to start adding some of these things that should have been added long ago. Just look at how great Star Rail has been doing since launch, how great their quality of life updates have been, whereas Genshin Impact's updates are always consistently lacking in not just content, but quality of life and fixes and just everything in general. And then the whole thing with Novalette's nerf and then being reverted and stuff like that, that was like another thing to add salt to the wound, where it's like, why are you guys nerfing a character like almost a year after they've come out? That's just not right. Which, yeah, they fixed it, but again, they only fixed it because of the outrage that came out and the threatening to sue. Now, as far as the negativity, I do understand it can be very draining, and it definitely is sad that they're getting so much negativity. We wouldn't want that, especially if it's going to impact the development team. But at the same time, once again, they have to discern and be able to take constructive feedback and be able to implement that to their game to improve it and make it better. If they're not able to make it better with feedback, then I don't know how else they expect to improve the game, especially in terms of currently the amount of gachas that are available once again in the market. It's making it harder and harder for people to want to return to Genshin Impact when there's a bunch of other games they could be playing instead. I mean, just think about it. Even when you compare the even this anniversary's rewards, we're getting a free standard 5-star selector, so we can get like Diluc, Chi-Chi, Tignari, like I don't mean to sound ungrateful or anything, but it's taken 5 years to get a free 5-star selector in Genshin. We got that year 1 in Star Rail, we got that year 1 in Wuthering. Not just that, but in both of these units, we got a free premium 5-star unit that was on banner. We got Dr. Ratio in Star Rail, and now we're getting Zhang Liao in Wuthering Waves. So it's like, when you look at this, it is very disheartening, because it's like, it's taking you guys 5 whole years to give us a 5-star selector. Like, wow, I'm gonna get my Diluc C3 or whatever. So that's just my opinion on this situation. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Let me know if you guys laughed or if you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys did. I love you guys so much, so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.